Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to a new video. Today we'll be starting our new journey into F1 on the new F1 22 game. So just let's right into it. And we're of course gonna do a my team career mode. It's gonna be newcomer and full season. And for the custom settings, we are gonna use on assist. We're gonna use medium traction control, anti-lock brakes on, corners only, dynamic racing line, and automatic gearbox. We might do the gearbox sometimes on manual and suggested gear, but we'll see about that. Weekend structures, of course, qualifying is full, then session length 50% race. Yeah, that's just what it is. And then simulation settings, we are putting the AI on 89 for now, but flashbacks limit on high, but we can change the AI sometimes. Car damage standard, and yeah, rest is just normal. And rules and flags is gonna be cutting stringency regular, everything normal, of course, and immersed. And then career settings, everything on default, and fault frequency is standard, and fault types are high, so we are able to get mechanical failures. And yeah, that's it for the custom settings. And if I'm right, you can now see, I don't know what happened here, but it is actually not for right now. So you hear music and you see me make my character and that stuff. So of course Dutch. This is what, I don't know what happened here is actually for, but it went wrong in editing, so yeah, we'll live with that. But our name, of course, and then audio name, yeah, it's gonna be, audio name is gonna be The Rookie, because I don't know, I don't really know a name. It's not my own name, it's not in there, and just, I don't know, we are rookie. So number 12 is not in the numbers, really sad. So we're gonna choose for number 36 for, I don't know, it's not really a reason for that. Now customizing our beautiful helmet, of course, with the green, black, white and grey of Skoda. Same for the suit and gloves. Yeah, so character poses, yeah, it's just doesn't really matter. And team details, our beautiful name is gonna be the Skoda F1 team. And you know why? That is because my parents have the absolute, it is not, it's just so disgusting. If I'm right, you're gonna see it. But it's a Skoda Fabia. Yeah, here it is. It's yellow. This is not our house, by the way, but that is the beautiful car. What I'm talking about. So that is why we are gonna call our team the Skoda F1 team. And then for our sponsor, we are gonna choose Echo, because it is pretty easy goal. And signing bonus is okay, goal bonus is actually the highest, and weekly income is decent, so we're gonna choose for Echo. I had that in F1 2021 too, so let's head to power unit, and what we are gonna choose there is Renault E-Tech, and that is because well, it's realistic, because Skoda doesn't really have the greatest power unit, I think. And the first team that will come into F1, I think, is Renault E-Tech. Will get that power unit because Red Bull, Mercedes and Ferrari, of course, already deliver that power unit to 2 or 3 cars already. So for our teammate is gonna be, I was just gonna focus on experience completely, because in the first season your teammate is not gonna do anything. Even if you choose Oscar Piastri, he's gonna end like 16th highest or something. So we are gonna go for the one with the highest experience for the resource points, of course, and that is gonna be Jack Aitken. So is gonna be our teammate for this year. Next year we of course gonna choose a new one. But 1.4 million in the bank, and let's make our livery. I'll see you when it's ready. Okay, so livery and badge and team colors are all ready. So yeah, we're set to start our journey in the F1, of course. Let's head to the car thing where they show the car is. I don't know why there's no sound, by the way.
Well, first of all, thanks so much for inviting us here today. It's been wonderful to see behind the scenes. As you might expect, I've got about 1 million questions, so let's jump straight in. It's been a long time since we last saw a team owner take their own car onto the track, and the sport's changed enormously in the intervening years. How are you going to handle the responsibilities of both?
Okay, so going into the interview, we are gonna focus as much as we can on aero and chassis, because I think those are the most important. So yeah, let's just watch the interview.
So you've obviously been putting a lot of work into the car. I know it's early days, but how do you expect it to feel out there? Most of the other teams can boast years of experience in Formula One. Where do you see the opportunities to make those vital performance gains you need to put you within reach of the other cars? Ultimately, your success this season is going to come down to whether you can take positions from the other drivers. What is it about your car that's going to give you that edge in those battles? And finally, with so many specialist departments working together here at your headquarters, and with such an important deadline coming up, who's getting that coveted Teacher's Gold Star? Well, thank you so much for your time. Been wonderful to get an insight from you, and of course to see around the headquarters. Thank you for today. Really appreciate it, and thank you all at home for watching as well. We'll see you very soon.
Okay, so we are in the headquarters. Okay, we don't care about this balancing tutorial. We just skip that. So first things first, do some team activities, of course. We are going to do the pre-merchandise sale for 500 extra cash. 500k, sorry. And then we want to do not that one. We want to do the we want to do the driver training camp, because then we can have 250 resource points extra, and second driver will get some great stuff, and then skip some days so we get that much cash into the bank. We are going to do the chassis quality control facility upgrade. So do that, and then going to research and development. You can see that we are above Aston Martin and Williams, so we are gonna do an upgrade on the aerodynamics. It's gonna be the beam wing with 30% failure chance before Jeddah in the car. I'm gonna do an upgrade for the chassis as well. We're first gonna wait for that facility to upgrade, because it's now 40% failure chance. So we are gonna skip some time and then get the chassis upgrade, and here it is. So now we can do that chassis upgrade for 30% failure chance, which is pretty nice. So that will be on the car if it is gonna work before Australia. So let's get our weekly resources, and with 1 million that is exactly enough for a new upgrade, and it's gonna be the new upgrade on the F122 game, the pit equipment upgrade for $1 million, and it's really nice because you get less failure chance on pit stop error chance, sorry. So as you can see above, Aston Martin and Williams 8th on the grid. So let's head into practice. Let's go. And we got with some quick practice, to be honest, 1470 resource points in total, so we're gonna do something with that after the Bahrain Grand Prix. And we got some acclaim as well, not level 2 yet, but that does not matter for now. So let's head into qualifying. Yeah, going for our first run here in Bahrain in Q1. Custom setup, just took it from YouTube, stole it from somebody, but who cares? Part from 8 regulations. We are gonna go for a flying lap around Bahrain as we head into the final corner, then try to get the best exit possible. Yeah, so getting the DRS, building up as much speed as possible to go into that first corner. Starting our first lap in qualifying in F122, going through the first corner. We're going a bit deep into that first corner there, but going into turn 4 there. Of course, still need to learn that new car. Need to brake pretty much early actually. I don't know if that is just the cars. Don't go for that curb there, that is losing you time. But I don't know if it's just the cars or this car, but you need to brake earlier than the red line actually. So here, don't go too much over that curb on your right hand side, because you will spin. I will guarantee you will spin, because it's just so slippery. Going a bit deep into this corner then as well, and trying to go flat out, not really possible as Kevin Magnussen going fastest. Then heading on to the straight without DRS, I'm calling it. Always using my ERS here to gain from AI. Heading into the final corner, and wonder what our time is gonna be. It's gonna be a 1:31.4, and we're gonna end up ahead of Ocon actually, which is really good, and I did not expect that. So yeah, see you in the second run. So we're now 17th. Not too good, but we're doing a second run, so we'll see. New set of softs under the car, and let's go for flying lap again. So heading into the final corner, everything going alright, trying to get the best exit of course still. A bit late with the DRS, don't know if it really matters, we're still gaining some time on ourselves. And then heading into the first corner, going a bit deep again, winning some time though, winning about a 10, and that's not what you want to do. I gain time, but that is not fair. So Mark telling me only 2 laps of fuel left, so not 2 push laps in a row for me then, as we are 1 tenth up on our time, 2 tenths now. Oof, going over that curb is not really nice with the ground effect of the new cars. 4 tenths up now, really good. First and second sector. As we going through turn 10 there, losing a bit of time on the exit. And here we are still gaining, 5 tenths up. Really decent lap here around Bahrain then. And going 6 tenths up now onto the straight without DRS, calling it like that again. Just a good name. And then going through the final corner, we have a bit of oversteer there. It's gonna cost us a tenth. And for now is the 11th place. So let's see the results of Q1. Okay, so we are 14, so actually first qualifying we are through. I think Jack Aitken actually last and exactly the same time as Nicholas Latifi there. That is absolutely awesome. Well, no, actually not. So we are through to Q2, and for the race might put that AI a bit higher, like 91 or something. But going for a first run in Q2 there. Lights out. And we are going slow because we are behind a Ferrari. I don't know why I was going slow there. Ferraris are a bit faster than us, I guess. I'm trying to nail that exit. Going a bit of up over that curb there, not too good. But into a first run. We are going to go through turn 1. I think you have already seen this. Yes, you did. Oh, but here we just completely fuck up, and we stop that run. So yeah, that's not too good. So second run then. Next try, same set of softs. I think. Yeah, it is. Turning on our DRS, going over the stall finish then. Beautiful white wing as Yuki Tsunoda is behind us. Not too nice. As we're going really deep into turn 1 and losing a huge amount of time. Again, going way too much over that curb there. And then we bin it. We bin it in turn 8. Yeah, and I just returned to garage. So qualifying Q2 drama and going out for a third run. Again on a new set of softs with some new fuel in our car. And hopefully we are not too aggressive on the throttle this time. Nobody is actually outside, so that's why I always leave the garage when the timer hits 6. Best time to go. You can also just do 2 push laps. Okay, going into turn 1 then. Into turn 4. We pin it again. We need to be so much less aggressive on the throttle. So yeah. Learned a lot in Q2 Bahrain, but it's not ideal. No, it's not. So we only have 1 run left. Are we gonna do 1 run because otherwise I don't think we have enough fuel. So going for a fourth try. We'll almost bin it again in the final corner there. Not the best exit. Turning on our DRS. And I'll see you at the end. If I complete it. I think so. Okay, so I am gonna complete it. Going through the final corner. Getting, I think, a decent time. a 1:31.5, actually worse I think than Q1, but this is 10th place for now. As the results are not 10th place but 16th, and we are 5/10 of Guan Yu Zhou, which is not what we want, but of course only one run, and I think two will give us 15th position maybe, but yeah. See you.
No more testing, no more practice. This is the real deal, and it's make or break here at round 1 of this year's Formula One World Championship. Formula One returns to the desert today on this exceptional 3.36-mile circuit. 15 corners provide plenty of overtaking opportunities, and it could be a strategic race, this one, with Sakhir notorious for eating up the rear tyres. Watch out for drivers managing their rubber at some point during the Grand Prix. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Sainz, Hamilton, Sergio Perez, and Russell, Bottas, Fernando Alonso, Magnussen, and Yuki Tsunoda, Norris, Gasly, Mick Schumacher, and Joe. The rookie, Stroll, Sebastian Vettel, and Alex Albon. Ricciardo, Ocon, Latifi, and Jack Aitken. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. A new season then, a clean slate where anything could happen. Anthony Davidson is with me today as once again we get another year of Formula One underway.
We're into those tense few minutes before the first race then. Everyone's a little bit nervous about reliability. They haven't been running in the hot, turbulent wake of other cars in practice. They've not been pushing at 100% for long durations. Let's hope no one has to deal with any nasty surprises.
Okay, so Esteban Ocon has taken a grid penalty. I don't know why he did that. First race of the season. How and why? But he may be coming from behind. We are just gonna go for the normal normal strategy as we're going to the formation lap. And of course in F122 the new immersive grid lineup. So I will see you when that is gonna happen, and let's see how we're gonna do. Okay, so we are gonna try and get a purple score, of course, going as slowly as possible here towards our grid with 10 kilometers an hour, going really slow. And we did it. We nailed it. Mark is happy as well as we are going for the start lights. And we are gonna have a good start, are we? No. Oh my god. A massive amount of wheel spin there, and Stroll is already, and Vettel are already alongside of me as we are going into turn 1. Side by side with Daniel Ricciardo. He is too fast for us. Lando Norris, sorry. And we are staying ahead of both Aston Martins, going a bit wide. We're just going wide. As we're heading into turn 4 then, behind Lando Norris. McLaren's of course faster than us. And then going towards turn 8, almost slamming in the gearbox of Lando Norris then. And we are going side by side, but he is gonna get the best exit as Stroll is going down my inside, and I don't want to go side by side there, so I'm just letting him through. Mick Schumacher now behind us. He has overtaken Vettel, and we are gonna try and hunt down Stroll. Oh, Mick Schumacher almost slamming him on. Big amount of oversteer there. Schumacher going past us, trying to get it down the inside. Schumacher having the better exit because we have a bit of oversteer again. Using our ERS, he's still faster. He is still faster than us. So we're going down the inside on the final turn. And we are faster, he is faster on the straight. I don't know if Renault E-Tech wasn't the best option for us to choose. It was realistic, it was not a great engine though. And then, Sebastian Vettel also trying to make the move work down the inside. As we are already out of the DRS of Mick Schumacher almost. Using our ERS, going into turn 4 there. A bit deep. Trying to hang on with the DRS from Mick Schumacher. Sebastian Vettel, of course, full-time world champion, trying to accomplish something in his Aston Martin, as Mick Schumacher has already driven himself out of the DRS zone. So I think with this engine we are gonna have a really hard race in front of us. So we are gonna as we almost bin it there. Not using our overtake actually, but bit surprising. Charles Leclerc going fastest, still leading. Not still, but leading. As we are going into lap 3 there. And DRS is enabled, so Sebastian Vettel already getting a run of on us. Trying it down the inside in turn 1. We are defending it. We are staying ahead of Sebastian Vettel in turn 2. Getting a better exit using our ERS. Sebastian Vettel having the DRS but it's not fast enough. So Sebastian Vettel might get a run on us here, but he's too far away, it's not gonna work for the German. As we are going, I think flat out, nope, still not flat out, through that corner there, maybe with some new tyres I thought, but no. And Sebastian Vettel here, we are having a better but Sebastian Vettel's engine is still better. Of course his Mercedes power unit is so much better than ours. So he might get a run on us with the DRS into turn 1. And here he comes. I don't think he's fast enough. Nope. We will close the door for him. Going through turn 3 here. Sebastian Vettel here not close enough. Going to turn 4 then. And we are now 7 tenths up on Sebastian Vettel. Mick Schumacher, as we're almost going off track there. And Mick Schumacher is already 2 seconds away from us, and this is gonna be a really difficult race. Here comes Sebastian Vettel. No, he won't. He won't come. 6 tenths is the difference. Almost going flat out. Really important. Mark still telling us really unimportant information, same as Jeff did, of course. Amazing job, Mark. You're really doing the tradition great. Okay, Sebastian Vettel here then. Will he get a run on us? Will he get a run on us? He's still not close enough, so that is positive, I think. Here, 5/10s only, 6. Nope, not close enough again, not close enough. Going to turn 4. We are a bit, I think the same, but if there was no DRS, I think Sebastian Vettel would still be faster on the straight, because just his Mercedes engine is just so much better. I don't know why. Well, I do, because it's just better. It's the rating. It's how they made it, but it's just ridiculous. We don't really like that, don't we? So we are still keeping our car ahead of Sebastian Vettel, but I don't know for how long that is gonna be. Going through turn 14 out of my head. I think it is, right? Yeah, I guess so. Not using our overtake, and then going through the final corner. Really important that we don't get oversteer here. Sebastian Vettel 8/10s. That is not gonna be enough. We are using our ERS as well. Setting our best lap time so far. And Sebastian Vettel is just not fast enough for us. It's not fast enough. As it's lap 6. This is gonna be a long race. Yep, it is. As we are kind of gaining actually on Mick Schumacher, and he is really close to Lance Stroll, only 4/10s behind him. So here comes Sebastian Vettel. Is he fast enough? He still is not. I don't think this is gonna be the straight that Sebastian Vettel wants to be in. Wants to overtake me. Sorry. As I said, we are really gaining on Mick Schumacher here, and we have a bit of oversteer, which allows Sebastian Vettel to gain a lot of time. 2/10s, and the gap is only 6/10s now. Will we get a run towards turn 1 as yellow flags out? And that is a Red Bull, really slow going. Who is that? That will be Sergio Perez, who is out with a mechanical failure then. Out of the Bahrain Grand Prix, out of his first race of the 2022 season. As it's green flags, the marshal's really fast with getting his car out of the way. And Sebastian Vettel is really close to almost bin it. There, that is really scary. Yay, we got a token for F1 Live, of course, for the supercars. Amazing. And Sebastian Vettel might give it a try here. 6/10s, will it be enough for the 4-time world champion? It won't. It's just not his straight, okay? It's just not his straight. And Mick Schumacher is driving away from us again. 3/10s only the gap, 4. As we're trying to have the best exit possible here. 5/10s gap. But Sebastian Vettel will start gaining.
Vettel's behind you. Less than a second separates you. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 6 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. And the time last lap was 1 minute 34.
As we go.
Our gap to the car in front is 4.
We're going really defensive here. Sebastian Vettel is gonna give it a try down my inside in turn 1, but we're gonna defend it, and Mick Schumacher at the same time has overtaken Lance Stroll, and we are actually now on the end of lap 8. We are in the DRS of Lance Stroll, driving ourselves out of the DRS of Sebastian Vettel, but this is just a DRS train, I think it looks like, of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars all behind each other with DRS. And yeah, of course DRS is always nice, but we cannot overtake Stroll because he is DRS of Mick Schumacher, and Schumacher has DRS of so they all have DRS from each other. But even with the DRS, Sebastian Vettel, his Mercedes engine is just absolutely horrible. It's going way too fast, as we are still defending it here, but he might give it a try on this straight then, but it's too short. In the end of lap 12, we, the first people, are gonna go into the pits. Magnussen, Vettel, yes, I think Magnussen and Vettel, and Sebastian Vettel is gonna try down my inside. We're going side by side through turn 1, through turn 2, but not through turn 4. Sebastian Vettel tried it 3-4 times now in turn 1, but still not working for him. As we defend him going into turn 4, we're not having the DRS of Stroll anymore. And Sebastian Vettel is now really coming close to us, really pushing us to the limit here on Bahrain. And in lap 13, I think next people are going into the pits, and we are going to gain some positions, but Sebastian Vettel is going to stay with me, not going into the pits here. Sebastian Vettel again trying it down my inside, side by side, and it's again not side by side through turn 3, as we are going to box this lap, trying to get the overcut on Stroll maybe. Of course, new regulations, new rules, new tire temperatures after your pit stop, 70 degrees only, so you need to really, your outlap is going to be really bad, so that's why we are going to try the overcut on Stroll. Will be necessary to have a great pit stop then. Going into turn 10, of course we know, not the straight of Sebastian Vettel, he's not going to overtake us here. Luckily, I guess. But trying to get a good in lap, and then going flat out. Yay, we're going flat out. Yeah, confirmed. We're going into the pits this lap. We are going to use our ERS and almost driving ourselves out of the DRS from Sebastian Vettel. Trying to get the best exit ever possible. As in a new game, you really need to brake really early. You see, I braked really early, and then as we are gonna get a good turn in, so it's gonna be the good pit stop. But we have our first pit stop error in our first race. We have not, of course, not received the upgrade facility yet, but that is absolutely horrible. We are gonna come out ahead of Stroll, but I forgot about the cold tires, and Lance Stroll has passed us, and this is not gonna be the best outlap ever, I guarantee. Then using our ERS as well. Oh yeah, of course. My force feedback just completely disappeared, so I needed to put my controller, my steering wheel, I needed to turn it off and turn it on again, which is really annoying because, well, I don't want that, of course, as there's yellow flags out, and I think Sebastian Vettel and Alex Albon has collided there, going through that straight. and that will cost Alex Albon a lot of time. Sad enough, FIA is not giving Sebastian Vettel a penalty here. Charles Leclerc going fastest. As you see, our time is only 77%, and now Sebastian Vettel is gonna try it on the straight that is not made for Sebastian Vettel. He's gonna try it. He's going. Oh, that is not that's not the most fair defense ever there. I'm really not proud of that. But we just kept Sebastian Vettel ahead. I guess it's not fair, but we did it. And here we go through the final corner. Sebastian Vettel might get a run on us because he's only 5/10 separating us. And here he comes with the DRS, of course. Sebastian Vettel going down our outside, braking really deep, and Sebastian Vettel gonna try to switch back, but yes, no, of course not, going side by side through turn 3. And here comes Sebastian Vettel down my inside. I'm gonna brake early and let him through, but Sebastian Vettel has passed us now. Finally, he did it. Into turn 1. I think he tried it 5 or 6 times. It did not work, as we're going a bit too much over that curb there. Sebastian Vettel, a little bit of oversteer there. And now we need to stay in DRS of the German and do not let Albon come too close to us. But of course Ocon is behind Albon. If he overtakes, I think he will overtake us too, so then it will be P16. Of course something we don't hope. Oh, really risky that over that curb. You don't do that. Don't go over that curb too much, or just don't press the throttle on that curb. You'll spin, okay? Don't do that. As going with the DRS towards Sebastian Vettel, he's literally gaining on us. He's just driving away from us while we are having DRS. Okay, not anymore, but at the beginning he is. Yes, going into turn 1 then, really close, but we are not close enough for a move in turn 4. Sebastian Vettel just we have made the wrong choice with that stupid Renault E-Tech engine. That's the worst choice ever. As going into lap 20 then, Esteban Ocon has overtaken Alex Albon, and that is not great news for us because he will start gaining on us now with his, of course, faster Alpine than our Skoda. Amazing. And we are also out of the DRS of Sebastian Vettel, so we won't have an advantage of that. And yeah, so that will be not really nice for us, as Ocon is faster and he is a better driver and he has a better car. So yeah, that it's not so nice. Okay, so into lap 21 we almost spin around that curb. Like I said, don't go over that too much. And now Ocon is almost in the DRS of us, and Sebastian Vettel makes up time 1 second. And Ocon coming really close to overtaking us with only 9 laps to go as we're going wide too, and this is not the race that we want to drive right now. And Ocon now 1.2 seconds separating us, 1.1. This is not nice, as we are having better exits than him. But of course his Renault engine is upgraded and is better, and he's now in the DRS. So he is gonna have DRS from now on. So on this not too long straight, he's gonna have some DRS. He's coming really close already. 3/10s only separating us now, and Sebastian Vettel is just completely pulling away from us. And so yeah, of course behind Alex Albon is Daniel Ricciardo in his faster McLaren, and it might be like last lap battle if Daniel manages to overtake Alex Albon, as here comes Esteban Ocon really close already, 4/10s only, and it is not enough, I think, on this straight. It is not enough. We're going a bit deep, and I think almost touches Ocon there, sorry, because it went from like 210 to 5, and it's not because of we are fast in the corners, but using our ERS to pull away as much as possible from the Frenchman, as he is only 8/10s away from us in the DRS 6. It's only 5 now. It's going really fast, and this was not the best lap ever, as here comes Esteban Ocon. We're going side by side with the Alpine there, and we were different from Sebastian Vettel. Esteban Ocon does manage to make the move work, and we almost bin it into turn 3 there, and now try to stick with Ocon in his DRS, but like Sebastian Vettel, I don't think is gonna last long for us, so, as Max Verstappen is really late in the race, still driving really fast with the fastest lap, and we still having DRS, which is good, because gap to Albon is now 2 seconds. We trying to make that bigger, but his Mercedes engine, even if he is in a Williams, is still faster than our stupid Renault E-Tech power unit. And Daniel Ricciardo is now only 4/10s behind Alex Albon, and is really hunting him down right now. And we are sticking into the DRS of Ocon with our ERS, going through the final corner, and then in lap 28 going over the finish line. Really consistent driving from us, like almost every lap we're driving a 1:34.4, and Daniel Ricciardo has overtaken Alex Albon, and he's only 1.5 seconds away from us. Charles Leclerc wins the Bahrain Grand Prix. Max Verstappen does take the fastest lap and the extra point, but Charles Leclerc wins like real life too, of course, in Bahrain, and Daniel Ricciardo is only 1 second separating from us now. Going into turn 8, he almost has DRS. He does have DRS now, I think, as we are going over that curb, not too much, and as we almost bin it into turn 10, Daniel Ricciardo is going to have a big advantage of that with DRS, and here he comes down our inside, and we're going to try and keep the position of P16 there, but Daniel Ricciardo on the inside. We almost slam into the gearbox of the McLaren there, and going through towards the straight without DRS, getting ERS but not fast enough, and for a late move we're gonna try and dive down the inside of Daniel Ricciardo. Not a really good move there, but doesn't matter because the Australian does have P16 with a better exit than us, so really not the best race for us. Ending P17, starting P15, of course, because Ocon has that grid penalty. And Charles Leclerc winning the Bahrain Grand Prix. Carlos Sainz is second. And yeah, of course we are actually losing 3 positions there because of course Perez is 1 gained, and then we are P14, but then we get overtaken 3 times, so that means P17.
And here we are, a team that is no stranger to the podium, taking their place on top once again. A sublime race today, and a stunning win for Ferrari. So let's review the updated driver standings. Charles Leclerc's points today take him to the top of the championship standings.
Okay, so we are of course ending 17th, and Jack Aitken, yes, makes up 2 positions, overtaking Nicholas Latifi and the DNF of Sergio Perez. And our teammate doing pretty good. Well, no, actually not. Of course, in the driver standings we are 17, Jack Aitken of course then 20th, and in the constructors we are 10th, in front of Williams, behind Alpine. So not the best first race of the season. But we are getting some acclaim, becoming level 2, and actually we are not having any damage, so 100k extra to spend maybe on the next episode. So yeah, see you there, bye.